The honourable member for Richmond.
Mr. Speaker, since 2008, Richmond County has been the only county in Nova Scotia without its own courthouse. Over the years, court services have gradually been reduced, and in 2008, the local judge refused to sit in the historic Arishat Courthouse any longer due to a number of safety and structural concerns. My question to the Minister of Justice is, can the Minister give the residents of Richmond County an update as to what the status is for a return of a functioning courthouse in Arishat?
The Honourable Minister of Justice.
There are no immediate plans to build a courthouse in Richmond.
The honourable member for Richmond on your first supplementary.
Well, ironically, Mr. Speaker, I can advise the Minister that there is ongoing discussions with his department to restore small claims court services in Richmond County, which has been underway with representatives of the municipality. So I'm a bit surprised that the Minister was not able to provide an update on where return of small claims courts proceedings might be. But, Mr. Speaker, as I'm sure you're aware, Richmond County is home to a diverse population, the Acadian population, which is more and more seeking legal services in French, the First Nations community of Chapel Island, and the fact that we're left without court services is extremely troubling. So would the Minister again be so kind as to advise as to whether there are ongoing discussions to restore court services to Arishat?
The Honourable Minister of Justice.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And on the issue of the small claims court, there are some discussions to see if that area can be provided more locally. On the issue of the broader sense of court services overall for the overall court, it's presently being provided through the Port Hawkesbury area, and we'll continue to do that until some other rationale or reasoning comes forward. But at this time, and it's been going on for quite some time, that service has been provided there, and it seems to be working quite well.
The honourable member for Richmond on your final supplementary.
Well, Mr. Speaker, as I'm sure some of the Minister's colleagues who have been here a bit longer would recall, when the Port Hawkesbury Justice Centre was constructed, the Minister of the day gave assurances that both the Arishat Courthouse and the Port Hood Courthouse would be protected and would not be put in any form of jeopardy. And I'm sure the former justice critic for the NDP would recall those statements as well. But here we are now going on over 3 years that court services have not been held in Richmond County. So I guess my final supplementary is, would the Minister advise why he is not proceeding on restoring this lack of access to justice that exists within Richmond County?
The Honourable Minister of Justice.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. And I'd like to correct the member. There's not a lack of access to justice in the Richmond area. They have access to justice. What he just doesn't have it is a courthouse in his backyard. And given the present situation and the cancellation of court in an aging facility, the province has come up with a solution at this time, and we'll continue down that lane.